beautiful people, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a pregnancy update. I'm going to rewind and you're going to do my makeup with me. And while I do my makeup, I'm just going to do a little chit chat, get ready with me about my pregnancy symptoms, and then of course like a pregnancy update. And then from there, besties, I'm going to take you guys with me to the doctor because that is going to be like the official update. I'm so nervous to go. You guys will see why in a moment. I'll talk all about it. All right, besties, let's go ahead and do my makeup and then we'll get going. Hi, besties. So I'm just going to be doing a little chatty, get ready with me before my doctor's appointment. I'm going to take you guys with me for that. But in the meanwhile, before I take you guys to the appointment, I kind of just want to go over everything that's been going on with my pregnancy, symptoms that I've been having lately, and also just like little updates, because as much as I wish my pregnancy was going picture perfect, there has been like a few little hiccups in the road that I figured I might as well go over with you guys before I take you guys with me to the doctor. Okay, so basically I am 22 weeks pregnant today. By the time I post this, I'll be 22 weeks and a few days pregnant, but for the most part, I'm 22 weeks pregnant as of today, which is such a blessing. I'm so thankful and grateful that I've made it this far along, you know, with pregnancy. Nothing is guaranteed, so that has kind of been like just a thought mongering in my head, like just scared and anxiety, especially after my last 2 appointments that I had at the doctor. It was just not it. So first, besties, my symptoms are pretty like, well, they were pretty fine. Like once I hit 20 weeks, I feel like I was feeling much better. I had so much more energy to do things. I was getting ready, girl. I wasn't breaking out too much. Like everything was going good. Like I was really starting to feel myself again. Barely I would get any headaches. Maybe like once a week I would get a headache. Whereas in my first trimester, I was nauseous constantly, throwing up constantly, migraines every single day from morning to night. It was terrible. So once I hit 20 weeks, I feel like kind of all of that disappeared. And I still do get nauseous quite often, or at least I would, but I wouldn't actually throw up, which is great because I don't want to be throwing up. So yeah, everything was fine and dandy. I was feeling great. Yeah, everything just felt good. I do have a lot of pressure like in my lower abdomen area, I guess like right above my pubic bone. I have a lot of pressure, like it always feels like I have to go pee, but it's because baby G's literally, her head is right there. Like she's just chilling down, upside down. I'm like, is this normal? The doctor's like, yeah, whatever position she likes to be in, that's just kind of what she likes to do. So speaking of her head being down by my pubic area, I went in for my 20-week ultrasound. So at 20 weeks, if you guys didn't know, or if you don't have babies yet, they do like an anatomy scan. And this anatomy scan takes like an hour long, okay? And they're like measuring every little thing to make sure that she's got like all her fingers, all her toes, all the chambers in her heart. Like they're really making sure that everything is looking right. And baby G would not move, you guys. She was being so stubborn this entire time. Like I said, she was upside down. Her head was by my pubic area. So they're trying to get like pictures of her brain and like, you know, do all their stuff that they need to do. She did not want to move. So they're like shaking my stomach all around. They're making me do toe touches. They're making me do jumping jacks. They're literally shaking I didn't even know that you could shake a pregnant person's stomach like that. But they're like shaking it, like trying to get her to move. She would move a little bit, but girl, she did not. She was like, she just wasn't having it. So I'm like, okay. Now I'm getting uncomfortable because I'm like, you know, is everything okay? Like, you know, they're like, yeah, everything is fine so far. Everything looks good and normal. Her like size or whatever looks like, you know, great, normal for her size. Her heartbeat is perfect. And yeah, so then we moved on to the I think it's like the transvaginal ultrasound, where they basically do like a cervix check and measure your cervix to make sure, like, you know, obviously you're like not in current labor or anything. And girl, I had no idea like anything could even go wrong with that. So like I wasn't worried at all. I was mainly more worried that like we couldn't see baby G, and like literally she was covering her face for like all the ultrasound pictures. I'm like, oh my god, I was expecting to get like a cute little sweet side profile. Girl, no, we literally got one picture of her like this, covering her face. Like, I don't want pictures today. Okay, baby G. So the ultrasound didn't go as planned, okay? They couldn't get the shots that they needed, the measurements that they needed. So they rescheduled it for 4 weeks from then. So once I'm 24 weeks, I'm now 22 weeks. but they weren't worried about it. I guess it happens sometimes, you know, when babies are a little bit stubborn. And everything that they did see or could see, you know, from the positions that she was in looked perfectly fine and wonderful, which is great. So like I said, once they did my cervix check, that's when things went a little wrong. Not wrong, because I don't want to complain, it could be much worse, but it definitely went like sideways. I wasn't expecting anything like from that, but the doctor actually ended up coming into our like little ultrasound room, and they basically told me that I have a short cervix, which is not supposed to happen this early on in my pregnancy. And I guess when you're diagnosed with short cervix or like incompetent cervix, then you're deemed like premature labor. So basically the doctor told me like, we're gonna start you on progesterone supplements or suppositories. So I basically have to stick this little pill up my, you know, little area downstairs every single night for 90 days. But basically just for 2 weeks until my next checkup with them. And started crying because I'm like, what does this mean? Like, what do you mean I have a short cervix? And they said basically once your cervix is shorter than 2.5, I don't know if it's centimeters, inches, but once it's shorter than that, then you're deemed an incompetent cervix. My cervix was at a 2.63 or something, so I wasn't quite there, but you know, it's on the way there. I guess usually they like to see the number, you know, be like a 3 to a 5, and mine was a 2.63. So they started me on the progesterone suppositories. I was told to take them for 2 weeks and kind of just live my life like normal. I couldn't have like sex or anything like that for 2 weeks, and kind of take it easy, but not bed rest. They didn't say I needed to go on bed rest, just, you know, live life like normal. Don't lift anything crazy, don't work out or anything, but just live life. And so at this point I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh. So she could come at any moment? Like, is that what you're trying to tell me? Like, basically, yes, she could come at any moment, any day, because my cervix was shortening, and I didn't know at the time, like, if it was shortening, like, quickly. Like, girl, I had no idea. So I'm freaking out, like, thinking she's gonna come out any day, any minute, and obviously it's way too soon for her to be able to come out. So, like, nobody wants to hear that when they're pregnant. And you guys know I struggle so much with anxiety already, so once they told me this, I was like, oh my gosh. Am I gonna make it 2 weeks to my next appointment? Like, this is a long period of time. Like, what if she just falls out or I go into labor at any point in time? And they basically weren't telling me like, oh no, you'll be fine, you know. They can't necessarily tell you that because they don't know. Like, I could go into labor. So they were just trying to like keep me calm, like just live your life like normal. There's nothing you could do. Take the suppositories. Sometimes the progesterone pills will work. And if they work, that's great. I just keep taking them. And if they don't work and my cervix is still continuing to get like shorter or whatever, smaller, then I'm gonna have to go in for an emergency surgery. And they call that the cerclage. I believe that's what it's called. And basically a cerclage is like a stitch that they put on your cervix to keep it closed and to keep the baby from popping out. So that's what my appointment is for today. So it's been 2 weeks. I've been on these progesterone suppositories. They're gonna recheck my cervix length, and hopefully my doctor says it went up to at least a 3, and you know, it could have gone higher than that too, which is great. And if it doesn't, and it either, you know, stayed the same or got smaller, then they're gonna want to do the emergency surgery, which of course, like I said, like who wants to do that free willingly? Like, I don't want to go in and have a little surgery on my little area downstairs, but I will do whatever it takes, you know, to keep my baby healthy and strong. So if that's what I gotta do, then girl, that's what I gotta do. But I've been praying a lot, and I don't know if you guys are religious or not, but I am. Just been praying and putting all my fear and anxiety in the Lord, and, you know, trusting his plan for me and baby G. So, you know, there's nothing that I can do. So these past 2 weeks have been a little stressful. I've been a little worried, but to be honest, not too worried, because I would have just lost my mind if I was just sitting here thinking every second, like, oh my gosh, am I going into labor? Like, because, you know, we obviously don't know what contractions feel like. This is my first baby. So if I'm having like a cramp here, or like I told you guys I've been having pressure down there, I'm like, am I in labor? Like, what's going on? But girl, the great news is we made it the 2 weeks. This was the longest and the scariest part, was like having to wait the 2 weeks, hoping that the medicine is like at least working and she doesn't come this soon. But now that I'm 22 weeks, we're gonna recheck, and hopefully it's getting longer, and hopefully, God willingly, I don't need to do the surgery. But like I said, I will do what I have to do to keep baby G up in there and, you know, staying in there as long as she can. So I will keep you guys updated. Like I said, I'm gonna take you guys with me to the doctor today when I find out like if I'm gonna need to do that or not. I'm having a little bit of stress and worry, but like I said, I don't want to freak out too much. I'm trying to just give all my worries and all my fear to God, and hopefully he will, you know, I know that he has his best interest for us, so everything's gonna be okay. So yeah, other than my cervix being short, everything is looking good with baby G. She's growing at the great rate. My belly's going at a great rate. Her heartbeat is perfect. Everything that they've seen on the ultrasound was looking normal and healthy. It's really all I could ask for, honestly. Like, you know, I just want her to be healthy. So if I got to go through a few extra, you know, trials and tribulations to get her here safely, then of course I will do it. You guys know I have PCOS and I've been trying to get pregnant for like years. So I will do whatever it takes, even though I am totally like deadly afraid of needles and surgery and like everything that has to do with like blood and hospitals and doctors. Like, I'm terrified of that stuff. I really am. So I don't know how I'm going to get through it, but you know, like I said, by the grace of God, I'm just gonna pray. And I tried not to even really think about having to do the surgery because that's just gonna like honestly bring anxiety upon me. So I've just been, you know, thinking everything is gonna go well today, and if it doesn't, still blessed that I have a little baby G in my stomach and that she made it to 2 weeks. Now, the only thing that I have been like struggling with is now that I've been taking these hormones, the progesterone is like extra hormones for my body. It absolutely sucks because now I feel like I'm back in the first trimester. I've been getting headaches again. I've been having horrible heat flashes, horrible heartburn, like literally horrible heartburn. I think I need to find something other than Tums because you can only take like 2 Tums, I think, a day or something. And girl, those 2 Tums aren't doing absolutely anything for me. Like, when I say I have heartburn, I've never had heartburn or like acid reflux like this in my life. It's constant. It's from when I wake up, when I go to bed, and I don't even have to eat anything like spicy or greasy. I could eat a salad and I will have the worst heartburn. So I need to figure something with that. But not only that, I'm putting extra hormones into my body, so my skin has been breaking out like nobody's business, okay? I've been having really bad pelvic back pain, and then like I said, the pressure in my like abdominal area, my lower abdominal area by my vagina. So my energy is a little bit hindered. I feel more tired again. I've been having horrible heat flashes. Like, when I sleep at night, I am so hot and sweaty. Like, that's not usually like me, but it'll also be like 60 degrees outside and I'm hot and sweating. Like, I need to take off my sweater and just have my tank top on. Like, it's that bad, okay? I've been getting horrible heat flashes, horrible acne. Just think if your body has like so much extra hormones being pumped into your body, how it would react. Like, it has not been fun, and your girl has been struggling in that sense, but like I said, as long as the baby's healthy, I'll put up with what I have to put up with. So I am excited to get this appointment like over with, just because these past 2 weeks I've been living in like constant, just almost like fight or flight. Like, is everything going okay? And like I said, I've been trying not to think about it too much and just have faith in God. But sometimes we're only human, especially me. Like, I struggle so much already naturally with anxiety, like normally, without even being pregnant. So now that I have a baby in my belly that I have to keep safe and protected, I'm like, oh my gosh, is everything going okay? Like, you know, so I'm excited and almost like relieved in a sense that I'm going and getting answers today. And like I said, even if I do need to get the surgery, at least it will be like, at least it will make me feel a little bit more at ease in the sense of like, okay, she's not gonna pop out at any second, more than likely. And yeah, but the doctor did say, you know, a lot of times these progesterone suppositories, they help. And, you know, not for all women, it's not the case for everyone that it's going to automatically lengthen your cervix, but it does help for some. And some women will like totally double the size of their cervix just by taking the medicine, and they never need the surgery. So I'm being hopeful and hoping for the best. But again, I'm still so blessed and thankful that I even have a little baby G in my belly, and you know, it's a blessing. regardless of, you know, what I have to go through to get her here good and safe, I will do it. So that's just been me with my pregnancy so far. I'm curious to know, besties, if any of you guys have ever had a short cervix or like been deemed quote unquote preterm labor. Because when they told me that, I literally cried. I was freaking out. And I mean, yeah, it could be terrifying. But I did look it up on TikTok and stuff, and a lot of people, you know, have success stories. It's not the end of the world if, you know, the doctor tells you this, not just what I've been telling myself. It's just a little hiccup in the road to get this blessing here. And, you know, as their mommies, we just have to do what we can. And if they tell me I gotta go do this, then I gotta go do it, bestie, even though I'm terrified. But I will take you guys along, like whatever the process is, so you guys can, you know maybe, I don't know, someone is gonna end up going through this in the future, like me. I'm here to tell you, regardless of what happens, you and your baby are gonna be okay. And when you worry and stress about stuff, especially stuff that you can't control, like something like this, it just doesn't do anything for you. It just makes you and your baby stressed out. So I've been trying to keep calm, cool, and relaxed, but I will say this appointment is a little nerve-wracking, but also, like I said, relieving. So I'm just excited to kind of go, get it over with, see what's going on, check everything out, and I'm just glad that I made it to this point, because I was scared and I kept asking the doctors, like, am I going to go into labor before my appointment? And you guys, you know what they kept saying to me? They're like, you should be fine, but you know, it's possible, and it's important that you know the symptoms of going into labor, and you know the labor and delivery hospital. Like they were telling me to go on a tour of the hospital, you know, so I know where it is and I know where everything is if I go into labor before my next appointment. And you guys can only imagine, like, I'm over here thinking I'm like halfway through my pregnancy, and they're basically telling me like she could come any second now, so be prepared, look out for these symptoms, and know where to go, basically. So I'm like, in my head, are you kidding me? Like, this is not how I expected this appointment to go at all. First, we couldn't see her because she's just like, you know, hiding about. She didn't want to be seen too much. And now they're telling me that she could come at any minute. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Really, the scary hard part was just getting through the 2 weeks, and look at us here. We got through the 2 weeks. I've been taking the progesterone, and yeah, I've been doing everything in my power to, you know, keep this going the way that it should be. So we will see what the doctor says right now. Getting ready a little bit early today, so maybe I can get like a coffee or something beforehand. The only problem is there's only a Starbucks on the way, and I can't really drive. I don't know if I have time to drive out of the way to get like coffee bean or something. We'll see though, because I really don't want to support Starbucks. For some reason, like drinking a blended coffee is just like my calming aid, and I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hopefully I have time to go somewhere else. Alright, besties, I'm almost done with my makeup, so I'm gonna finish my makeup off camera, and I'll be back once we are like leaving the house and hopefully grabbing a coffee. So this is my OOTD. I just have my big belly hanging out, some sweatpants, my coat, a little misguided hoodie or jacket, and then my little purse, and then I'm gonna put on my slippers because I'm not wearing these outside. I don't have enough time to get a coffee, but that's okay because I'd rather go to Coffee Bean anyway than Starbucks, so we're just gonna do that after. All right, let's go. So we're on the way. Are you nervous? No? I'm nervous, but we're on the way, and we're stuck in like literally gridlock traffic. The cars aren't moving, so I'm concerned something happened. And these people don't play. If you're late, they're like, you're canceled. Your appointment's canceled. Like literally, look at this, you guys. It's been like this for what, babe? Like 3 minutes? Not moving one drop. Oh my gosh, I'm getting nervous. Thank gosh. Well, thank God that the doctor is letting me come in late, because you guys, we barely were able to get off the freeway right now. It was gridlock. Something must have happened. We were stuck on the freeway for like 35 minutes, not moving. Finally, we got off, so now we're just trying to rush and get there late. And hopefully they still take me because this is an important appointment. We made it, we parked, we're running. We still have to like go in elevators and stuff. We're running so late. You're vlogging today. You've got to practice because when we go to labor, you're gonna be the one having to vlog.
Growing my hair out.
We're running to the, well, this is my version of running. We made it, we checked in. Yay, everything is good so far. I told you guys I've been having heat flashes, and when I don't have air, he gives me air. Thank you, baby. Oh my gosh, I want to take off all my clothes. I'm like so hot. I can't. We're waiting. Are you gonna record when the doctor comes in and tells us, babe?
No.
You have to. No. Yes. I'm so hungry. You guys, I just can't right now. So we're still waiting in the waiting room. My man went to go get me a snack because I'm so hungry, like I could pass out. So hopefully they don't call me while he's downstairs getting me a snack. Oh, where's my snack? You decided not to go or what? Oh my gosh, be fast.
I think it's on the first floor.
Oh my god. Good. Thank you. I'm about to eat this whole bag right now. Alright, besties. So we just did the transvaginal ultrasound. I think it's still at a 2.6, which is good, I guess, because it's not getting shorter, but it's also not good because it's not getting higher or larger, whatever the terms are. So now we're just waiting for the doctor to look at everything and come back in and tell us. And of course, Giada was being stubborn again. Her head is still down, putting pressure on my cervix, so it's hard for her to get like an accurate number. Just like last time, they couldn't because she was just so stubborn and didn't want to move. So we're just waiting. I'm a little nervous, but worst case, I will need to just do the surgery. And I guess that's a blessing, right? All right, besties, so we're leaving the doctors. Basically, they said that it's not getting better, it's not getting worse, it's just stable, so I do not need to have the surgery as of now, but we're gonna go back in 2 weeks and have it checked again to make sure that it's not getting worse, or hopefully it's getting better by then. I'm still gonna be taking the progesterone, and other than that, just living life like normal. So it's gonna be another anxious 2 weeks, hoping that baby G doesn't pop out at any moment. I think that we're good though. I mean, if it was an emergency, they would have had me go to the surgery. So I'm just gonna try not to think about it again for the next 2 weeks and just live life like normal, take it a little bit easy. And yeah, I mean, I feel like that went pretty well. Like, I'm glad that they didn't say I need to have the surgery right now. 2 more weeks, I'll be 24 weeks and the pregnancy will be viable. So even if baby G comes at 24 weeks, hopefully she doesn't. But if she does, it will be okay. So right now I'm literally starving. And my man tried to tell me that I'm not starving. He's like, oh no, honey, you're not starving, you're hungry.
Well,
No, I'm starving. There's a baby in my stomach, I'm starving.
The baby just had chips.
Yeah, chips. You
Like,
guys, I had a
literally-
small, tiny little bag of chips. You guys think that's gonna make me full?
No, but look,
He doesn't understand.
We're still going to eat, but we're not starving.
No,
You're not
I'm starving. You're not starving.
You're hungry.
I'm starving. You're hungry.
You're hungry.
He doesn't understand. So I need food, I need a coffee, and we also have to bring him to a breeding right now. I'm not gonna get out, I'm just gonna be in the car while they do it, but we have to go pick up my baby, my other baby. Alright, besties, we're in a little bit of a hurry because we have to take him for his breeding, so we're stopping at Baker's. We never eat here, but it's like right across the street, and I'm starving, so I'll eat anything. I got like a bean, rice, cheese, and ground beef burrito, and then just like a ground beef taco, and then we're gonna stop and get a coffee. Although he's not gonna get a coffee because he just got a shake.
I'm getting both.
He's not getting both. He always does this. He's getting this, and I'm gonna get the coffee. So I just got a ground beef taco. I'm about to scarf this down because I'm starving. We went through Dunkin' and I got basically their version of a caramel wrap.
Wait.
Shush.
Not this, this.
You got a strawberry Oreo milkshake and a triple patty burger. So I also got a bean, rice, cheese, and ground beef burrito. Super good, but I only ate half of it because I'm already like pretty full. And this blended coffee was so good too. Okay, we're just now picking up him. I feel like I want to take a nap on the way to his breeding because it's like an hour away. And I had such a long day already. I'm so tired. Hi, Buggy! Buggy! He's like half asleep. We just picked him up. We're at the gas station. Hey, mate, what you doing? Hi, baby. Oh my goodness. You have jackets all over the place, Papa. What are you doing, Bugga Wugga? Bless you. Oh, shika shika. Good morning. He must have been taking a real good nap because he's so tired right now. Me and him are playing right now because I'm literally half asleep, about to knock out. I'm so tired, you guys. Remember I told you we were driving like an hour and some change to go to his breeding? Well, they canceled. Right when we got there, they canceled and said to come back tomorrow. So we drove about an hour and some change back. We're finally home. Well, almost home. My man's inside the grocery store right now getting some paper towels. That way we can clean up the house when we get home. And I also requested that he get me fruit. I requested kiwis, cherries, and watermelon. Hopefully he comes back with those 3 fruits. He's like, no kiwi because I don't like the little picas on my tongue. And I'm like, it's not for you, honey. It's for me. And I don't mind if my tongue is itchy. But yeah, so I'm so tired, you guys. I requested fruit. Hopefully he brings it back. Otherwise, I'm going to be so upset. And then I have to go home, feed the doggies, and do all that stuff. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Besties, my man was in the store getting fruit, and this is what he comes out with. He knows that hydrangeas are my favorite flower ever, and then he said he had to get the pink one so it matches the house. I'm obsessed. I'm so lucky. Yeah, what did I want? I told the besties already what I told you I wanted.
I was asking. You said you wanted watermelon?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. You wanted kiwi?
Yeah.
Alright, I got it. You wanted cherry?
Yeah.
I got it.
No.
And then I went ahead and got apple juice.
I was gonna say to get apple juice.
I got the bougie kind, my kind, and I got the regular kind, your kind, you know.
Yeah, you guys, he has to drink the freaking $6 apple juice in a glass container. When you can get like a $3.50 one that's bigger and it tastes just as good.
No.
Alright, besties, so we finally got home. We've been driving all day, it feels like. We're just gonna clean up. The twins are on the patio going potty. We just need to clean up the house. And my man stopped and got me some fruit at the store and paper towels because we need it for the floors. So yeah, we're gonna eat some fruit. I'm gonna set up my little flower arrangement and then all the puppies are gonna be out to play. So this is my little grocery haul. We got watermelon, my apple juice, his apple juice, I can't. Some cherries and some kiwis. Exactly what I asked for. I think he passed. Let me set up a little fruit plate. So I ended up making 2 bouquets out of the flowers that my man just got me. They're so cute. I just put them on either side of my TV and I'm obsessed. I made my little fruit bowl. It looks so yummy and perfect. All right, besties, I'm just going to eat my fruit, sit on the couch with all the fur babies while they run around and play. But I'm just gonna shower and probably go to bed. All right, besties, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Make sure to give this video a big like, comment down below, subscribe to my YouTube if you're not already subscribed. I will see you besties in the next one, and I love you guys.